Example number 5, angles of elevation and depression. Number 5, you are skiing on a mountain with an altitude of 1,200 feet. The angle of depression is 21 degrees. I'm going to put that in a box. Find the distance x you ski down the mountain to the nearest foot. Pause the tape, draw a picture, and then come back and see if your picture matches mine. So, first thing I'm thinking, you're skiing down a mountain. Here's your little dude. Okay? Altitude, that means height. Most people are going to start here, and they're going to say, okay, well, that's 1,200 feet. If you're skiing down a mountain, there you go. You're going to go down the mountain, 90 degrees, x. You got to figure out how far he's going. Now, the angle of depression is 21 degrees, and the mistake that I see is most of you put 21 degrees right there. That's not right. The reason is because if you remember the definition for angle of depression, it says it has to be between the horizontal looking down. So the question is, okay, well, where's the dude? Where's the horizontal? Where's the line of sight? Well, if the dude is at the top part of the picture, the horizontal, right there. Looking down, right there, which means the 21 degrees has to go there. Because the 21 degrees is there, you could choose to put your altitude over there. So if the left-hand side of the picture is 1,200, then the right-hand side of the picture is 1,200, and you could kind of use the red triangle, 90 degrees up here. Now, if you don't want to use the red triangle, if you really, really like the blue triangle, then what you can do is you can say, okay, well, the two vertical lines that are both 1,200 are parallel. And if you have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, then you know alternate interior angles are congruent. So then the other thing you know is that if you look at the blue 21 degrees, that's between the horizontal looking up. If you look at the red 21 degrees, that's between the horizontal looking down. So the moral of the story is that the angle of elevation and the angle of depression are the same thing all the time. You just need to make sure that when you're drawing your picture, you put it in the right spot. Okay, so we're trying to figure out x. That's over here. We have a reference angle, 21, and we also know 1,200 is our altitude. So from my 21, opposite side of the triangle. Then my x, hypotenuse side of the triangle. So, ka, toa. I have an opposite. I have a hypotenuse. Right there. Opposite, hypotenuse, which means you have to use the sine ratio. You can't use cosine, you can't use tangent. So, sine of the angle. I repeat, of the angle. Don't put anything else in there. Is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Over 1, cross multiply. 1 times 1,200, 1,200 equals x times the sine of 21. This time, don't touch your calculator yet because x is not by itself. So in order to get x by itself, we have to divide by the sine of 21. Divide by the sine of 21. It's going to get rid of that. Then we're going to have 1,200 divided by the sine of 21 equals x. And now you can pick up your calculator. So 1,200 divided by sine 21, control enter. I'm getting like 3,348.5. It says to round to the nearest foot. So x is approximately 3,349 feet. Which, if you remember, there are 5,280 feet in a mile, so less than a mile. Number 6. What if, in example 5, the angle of depression is 28 degrees? Find the distance you ski down the mountain to the nearest foot. So this time we made the angle a little bit larger, which means you're probably going to go a little bit faster. But anyways, this time, here's your dude. Last time I kind of used the bottom triangle, so this time I'm going to use the upper triangle. Altitude is still 1,200 feet. I don't know how far he's going to ski down the mountain, but between the horizontal looking down, now they're saying is 28 degrees. From 28 degrees, 1,200, opposite, x, hypotenuse. Still working with sine, so opposite over hypotenuse. Sine of 28 degrees equals 1,200 over x. So this is the same thing as before, we just changed the reference angle. So instead of dealing with the 21, we're dealing with the 28. Over 1, cross multiply, 1,200 equals x times the sine, 28, divide by the sine of 28. So 1,200 divided by the sine of 28, oops, equals x, and then grab your calculators. So 1,200 divided by sine, 28 degrees, Control Enter, round to the nearest foot, 2,556 feet, which means if you have a larger angle, you're actually going to be skiing less. And then I think I forgot last time to put feet on my answer, so I'm going to go back. Oh no, I actually did. So make sure you are consistent. Make sure if it's a story problem, you're labeling things with units, and that is using an angle of depression.